Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Tuesday, May 6, 2025. In the headlines, Grand Anse resident succumbs to injuries 2 weeks after tragic road accident. 2 remanded following violent weekend incidents. Grenlec reinstates workers ending dispute with union. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell meets with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Waiver of customs duties and value-added tax offered to businesses and people affected by Hurricane Beryl to expire next month. Also in the news, regionally, Adriana Young's family postpones funeral. Internationally, Israeli army raises homes in West Bank. Plus in the sports news, Team GBS makes early statement in first match of Ministry of Sports Junior Cricket competition. We'll bring you the details right after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
From GBN, I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. Less than a week after the annual May Day celebrations, and 2 Grenlec workers have been officially reinstated after a long-standing trade dispute. More in this Renaped Thomas report.
Over a month after a tribunal ruled in favor of the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union in a trade dispute with the Grenada Electricity Services Limited, the matter has officially been resolved. President of GTAU, Andre Lewis, confirmed that the 2 workers, Ms. Callista Brathwaite and Mr. Dwight Francis, were formally reinstated on Monday following notification from Grenlec last Friday.
So basically, it means that the matter has been resolved. The workers have been re-engaged. Comrade Francis reported to work on Monday, that's yesterday, that's on the 5th, accompanied by the union and the shop steward. We held an engagement with the HR department in the case of Ms. Callista Brathwaite, General Clock 3, and the case of Mr. Dwight Francis, meter reader. The workers have unreservedly accepted the recommendations of the union. And we gave the company our commitment to work together, know that the waters have become calm.
The tribunal on April 3rd determined that Ms. Brathwaite and Mr. Francis had in effect attained permanent employee status with Grenlec. Ms. Brathwaite was deemed permanent as of September 4th, 2023, while Mr. Francis achieved that status on February 1st, 2024. As a result, the tribunal ordered Grenlec to re-engage both employees immediately, providing them with full benefits and compensate them for the period between their dismissal and reinstatement. Lewis expressed satisfaction with the outcome and the workers returned to their jobs, but noted that they are yet to finalize the content of the official letter received from the company.
Union wrote the company on Saturday, that's the 3rd, indicating to the company that further to the letter written to the both individuals, that we have seen the copies, the union, having engaged the workers, has recommended to them that they accept the terms and conditions of re-engagement set out in their respective letters regarding their employment. And it is our expectation that the impacted workers will be treated fairly and will not be victimized. And also the workers who participated in the industrial action will also be treated fairly and will not be victimized. And that's normal. That we are accepting the recommendations, re-engagement, the terms and conditions. But in the event that we were to look deeper into what have been compensated or will be compensated or what the entitlements ought to have been, if there is anything that needs to be adjusted, it will be adjusted.
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
This story to report the Grandance community is now cloaked in grief as a long-time resident loses his fight for life 2 weeks after a tragic road accident. Rena P. Thomas has another report.
Another family is mourning the loss of a loved one. This time it's a result of a tragic road incident that claimed the life of Herbert White, also known as Evans. White, a 59-year-old Montserratanian who had been living in Grenada for over 20 years, succumbed to his injuries on Tuesday morning, 2 weeks after being struck by a vehicle in Grandance. Kingsley James, a close family friend, spoke on behalf of the family.
Evans died at the General Hospital sometime early this morning. He met in an accident about 2 weeks ago in Front Lava Lanes, of which he sustained injuries to his feet and more serious injuries to his head. He was bleeding from his head when they found him. The son is trying to keep up his best appearance. He's not taking it too well because he had lost his big brother a few years ago. So right now it's like it's him alone. He has his mom, but I mean, if you lost your father and your big brother, there must be an extremely sad situation.
James also described the delay in emergency response as disheartening, noting the extended time it took for the ambulance to arrive at the scene.
Accident happened about 2 weeks ago, as I said, and one thing I must mention is that the ambulance took quite some time to arrive at the scene from when they were first called. Also, I don't know if I should say this, but when the ambulance was called the first time, they wanted to know who is paying the ambulance, and I think that brought some sort of delay because the family had to figure out, or the son had to figure out, who is going to pay for the ambulance when they arrived on the scene.
James and other community members reflected on White's personality, remembering him as a devoted father and a kind-hearted individual.
The deceased was a very fun-loving person. He was a player of all sorts of musical instruments. He was a great builder in the community, a contractor, and he'll be missed.
Well, he was a nice, loving guy. A guy that puts a smile on everybody's face. He always dancing, he always singing, he always with a big speaker, and he playing the music, and we sing together, we dance together, And to be honest, I would miss him. I would miss him greatly. That was a real good, true friend to me.
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Our condolences to his family and friends. As the Royal Grenada Police Force continues to grapple with the rise in violent crimes, 2 men linked to separate incidents have been taken off the streets for at least the next 4 months. Both appeared at the St. George's Magistrates Court today on charges relating to a fatal chopping and an illegal firearm. Both incidents occurred just hours apart on Saturday, May 3, in different areas of St. George. Details in this Nisha Paul report.
In the first incident, police have charged Rory Caliste, a 37-year-old steel bender of Mount Hartman, with non-capital murder. He is accused of intentionally causing the death of Delon Caliste, a 30-year-old construction worker, also of Mount Hartman, by unlawful harm during a chopping incident. The altercation, which took place around 4:30 p.m. in Mount Hartman, left Delon Caliste with a severe wound to the neck. He was rushed to the General Hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Rory Caliste appeared before Chief Magistrate Francine Foster on Tuesday and was remanded to Richmond Hill Prison. Meanwhile, in a separate case, a 40-year-old businessman, Damien Jigga Depardine of H.A. Blaze Street, St. George's, has been formally charged with possession of a firearm and assault with a deadly instrument. Police have linked Depardine to a shooting incident that unfolded last Saturday at the Spice Market in Grandance. He too was brought before the Chief Magistrate on Tuesday and was remanded to prison. Both men are being represented by attorney Letitia Andrews, an associate at the law office of C. Peter David. They are scheduled to return to court for mention on May 26, with a full hearing set for September 1st. Both incidents follow on the heels of the killing of a Victoria man by a senior police officer who has since been charged with murder. Gun crimes have been on the increase despite a 90-day gun amnesty last year. So far for 2025, there have been 6 homicides. We will continue to follow both cases and bring you updates as they unfold. Reporting for GBN News, I am Nisha Paul.
Other news, government will host a press briefing to update the public on a number of international engagements, including today's meeting with U.S. Secretary of State. More in this report.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell was among a number of Caribbean leaders meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio on Tuesday. This meeting gave more heads of government a chance to air their concerns 2 months after Secretary Rubio met with a half-dozen Caribbean leaders in his first official visit to the region. Prime Minister Mitchell, along with the Prime Ministers of 5 Eastern Caribbean nations, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, along with the Bahamas, met with Rubio in Washington, D.C. Discussions included a host of regional concerns on the part of the United States, such as border security and countering illegal immigration. Ahead of the meeting, the Prime Minister said they intended to address some issues which they believe did not get sufficient airing in March when Rubio flew to the region and met with the Prime Ministers of Jamaica, Barbados, and Trinidad and Tobago, and the new head of Haiti's Presidential Council. Tuesday's meeting was meant for the countries which weren't part of the discussions, but who, along with Belize and the British Overseas Territory of Montserrat, make up the 15-member regional Caribbean community bloc known as CARICOM. Another matter of concern was the future of the Citizenship by Investment programs, which provides a path to citizenship by moneyed investors and is considered a lifeline to 5 Eastern Caribbean economies. Leaders are concerned that it may be the reason some of their nations have been singled out in discussions by Trump administration officials about travel bans of their nationals. Press Secretary Neela Etienne has confirmed that a press briefing will be held in short order, which will include the outcome of Tuesday's meeting. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Coming up in network news, waiver of customs duties and value-added tax offered to businesses and people affected by Hurricane Beryl to expire next month. Stay with us.
Need to check your bill balance? Use the Grenlec mobile app. Open the Grenlec mobile app and tap the icon labeled Balances at the bottom of the screen. View your bill details, including your current bill balance, the due date by which you must settle your bill, the amount and date of the last payment you made. It's quick, easy, and available 24/7. Convenience at your fingertips.
Are you looking to further your education but need financial support? Arise Credit Union is here to help. With our educational loan, you can pursue your dreams. Whether you're working and studying, taking professional online courses, or engaging in full-time education, we've got you covered. Our flexible repayment options and competitive interest rates provide the right support for you on this journey. Visit Arise Credit Union. Apply today, take control today, and own your own education.
No, girl, that was yesterday. I can't believe Wally said that. Mom, can you help me please? I'm having some trouble understanding.
No, you serious?
Mom, can you help me please?
So you all sit down and say that? Okay then, bye. Here! Are you ready? Yes. Let's ensure that you are well prepared for this exam.
Parents, you have a crucial role to play in helping to prepare your children for the CPEA exams. Help them or seek additional help so that they can revise the concepts they learn at school and give them a better chance to be successful and move on to the next phase of their lives. A message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm committed to us?
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion. If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m., and Deluxe Cinema Grenville, Saturday, June 7, 8 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, and Go to Fit at $75. Sponsors Bryden & Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Trios Auto, Co-op Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Urias Peters. Don't you miss it.
You better come back, boy. You better come back.
Have you ever wondered how you can benefit from the Grenada Citizenship by Investment Program? Then IMA Grenada invites you to its public forum on May 13th at 5:30 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Regulations have changed to create more space for local participation, for local developers and those who want to become local developers to tap into new opportunities. Hear from top experts from the CBI Committee, IMA Grenada, and GIDC. This is your opportunity to learn the process, ask your questions, and learn how to be involved. So don't miss this chance. Remember, Grenada Trade Center at 5:30 p.m. on May 13th. See you there.
Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 that them man make hard of them man. Me a 38 man. But you man 92. Yeah. You need the number one run man. That easy. No what? Nice. Yeah. Look number one. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Get ready, Grenada, for more great track and field action on May 17th and 18th at the Kirani James Stadium as our athletes strive for supremacy at the Classic Lighting Athletic Championship. Come support our stars as they sprint, jump, and throw. It's the Classic Lighting Athletic Championship, May 17th and 18th, Kirani James Stadium from 11 a.m. Start preparing now.
It happens to all of us.
low on cash, and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday, and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center, two recently launched government programs which provide career and housing support to women have been categorized as a human rights achievement for Grenada under the thematic area Empowering Women. In a wrap-up statement to the Universal Periodic Review Working Group in Geneva on Monday, Permanent Secretary with Responsibility for Foreign Affairs, Roxy McLeish Hutchinson, informed the group that the government's Elevate Her and Build Back Better projects are human rights initiatives which are aimed at empowering women and girls through career mentorship, skills training and development, as well as leadership and affordable housing.
In 2024, the Government of Grenada, through the Division of Youth in the Ministry of Youth and Sports, announced the launch of Elevate Her, a transformative initiative designed to empower unemployed and underemployed young women in Grenada. The program is tailored to address the unique challenges faced by young women between the ages 18 to 35, with special focus on securing job placement or business support. This program is aligned with the Grenada National Sustainable Development Plan, which directly supports the pillars of human capital development and youth empowerment, especially ensuring Grenada's women are positioned for sustainable livelihoods.
Explaining the Build Back Better project, she said the initiative aligns with gender equity as outlined in Grenada's National Sustainable Development Plan.
The Build Back Better Equal project aims to advance, empower economic and social equality for women and girls in Grenada and other Eastern Caribbean states from 2022 to 2026. It addresses challenges of gender equality exacerbated by COVID-19 crisis, including the areas of women economic empowerment. Grenada continues to be proud of its achievements in promoting gender equality, especially in the workplace. It is important to note that although Grenada has made progress towards gender equality, disparities in income still exist. These differences can be attributed to several variety of factors, including the types of occupation typically pursued by each.
All of the recommendations presented to Grenada during the 2025 Universal Periodic Review will be published and presented to the government in the coming days. Well, the waiver of customs duties and value-added tax offered to businesses and people affected by Hurricane Beryl will expire on June 30, 2025. The rest of the details in this report.
in the aftermath of the hurricane, which devastated the sister islands and the northern part of the mainland on July 1st, 2004, government announced several incentives to assist affected homeowners with rebuilding or repairing their homes and other properties. These included the removal of VAT and the waiver of customs duties on personal items. Now, according to a notice in the May 2nd edition of the Government Gazette, there were several statutory rules and orders, or SROs, informing the public that these waivers will expire as of June 30th, dated April 28, 2025, and signed by Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall. The SROs are Environmental Levy, Post-Hurricane Beryl, Environmental Levy Exemption, Order 2025, Customs, Post-Hurricane Beryl, Customs Duties Exemption, Order 2025, and Customs Service Charge Amendments of Schedule, Order 2025, Value-Added Tax Amendments of Third Schedule Order 2025, Value-Added Tax Amendments Regulations 2025. The items included in the waiver are building materials, household furnishing, fixtures and fittings, large household appliances, air conditioning units and generators. Persons importing any of the items and intending to benefit from the waiver must first be approved by the minister in writing on the following conditions. A. The items are imported for personal use and not for commercial use, sales or exchange. B. The items are imported for the purpose of reconstructing, repairing, furnishing, or fitting buildings that were damaged, destroyed, or otherwise negatively affected as a result of the impact of Hurricane Beryl. C. In respect of large household appliances, the waiver shall apply to a maximum of one of each type of appliance per household and any other conditions pertaining to the ownership, use, and disposal of the item as the minister sees fit and admitted as such by the Comptroller of Customs. A waiver of 100% of custom duties will also be granted to any registered business that imports machinery and equipment, provided that, in respect of each business, the waiver is first approved by the minister. Joseph Cador, GBN News.
All right, this to report. The Grenada Bankers Association, GBA, has announced new banking hours for all financial institutions which are licensed by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB, and operating in Grenada. The revised schedule will take effect from Friday, May 9, 2025. The new hours of operation are 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Thursday and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Fridays. These changes are aimed at streamlining operations and enhancing customer service across the banking sector. The Grenada Bankers Association encourages all customers to note the updated hours and adjust their banking plans accordingly to avoid inconvenience. We can tell you too there will be no changes to weekend services or access to online and mobile banking platforms which remain available 24/7. For more information, customers are advised to contact their respective financial institutions. The Inland Revenue Division, IRD, is reminding event promoters, including organizers of cruise parties and other public entertainment events, of the need to comply with their tax responsibilities as mandated by law. According to the IRD, all individuals or entities planning public events such as boat cruises, concerts, or other entertainment activities are required to contact the division in advance to ensure proper tax procedures are followed. The division emphasized that all revenues generated from these events are subject to value-added tax, VAT. These include income from ticket sales, bar sales, and other related transactions. The VAT collected from patrons must be reported and remitted to the government through the IRD in a timely manner. Additionally, the IRD said that all advertised ticket prices must include VAT in accordance with national tax regulations. Failure to comply with these requirements may result in legal action or enforcement measures. Next in Network News, stakeholders working on regional apiculture policy. We'll be right back.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet? Yes, multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Need to install or repair your plumbing? We've got you covered. Whether you're setting up a new washing machine, replacing a leaking faucet, or fixing that pesky dripping pipe, the Plumbing Supply Store is your go-to place in Grenada. We offer a wide range of plumbing products to make both new installations and maintenance a breeze. Our shelves are stocked with top quality products including pressure and waste fittings. And if you've been struggling with blocked drains, have you heard of Melt? This powerful drain-on-blocker liquid is a game changer, designed to prevent and clear blockages, making it ideal for hairdressers dealing with clogged wash sinks. We also carry a wide selection of repair kits and replacement parts to bring new life to all plumbing fixtures. Visit us today on the Woodlands Main Road or call 444-1377 for expert advice, top-notch products, and a warm welcome. At the Supply Store, we do everything plumbing.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Welcome back. Grenada's beekeeping sector is buzzing with potential as stakeholders are assisting with shaping a regional apiculture policy for the OECS. Rena Pett Thomas tells us more.
Stakeholders from Grenada's apicultural industry gathered recently at the Grenada Bureau of Standards to contribute to the development of a new regional apiculture policy. The aim is to strengthen the beekeeping sector in the OECS member states. The initiative is being led by the Association of Caribbean Beekeepers Organization in collaboration with the Caribbean Youth Environment Network. Together, they're working to create a more sustainable and better coordinated apiculture industry throughout the region. Grenada was the first stop on a regional fact-finding mission by consultant Floyd Homer, who is spearheading development of the policy. His objective is to gain insight into the specific challenges and opportunities within each OECS country, ensuring that the final policy is tailored to the region's needs.
So it's still early days to say what the range of issues are going to be, but likely it centers around beekeeping and hive management, pest and disease management, trade in honey among the OECS within and between regions around the world, as well as issue standard for honey. What is honey? What is honey? What is a Grenadian honey? What is a St. Lucian honey? What is a Vincentian honey? Working on what should be the standard for honey here that perhaps identifies the range of constituents of the honeys in the different countries in the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States.
During his visit, Homer engaged with a wider range of stakeholders, including representatives from the Grenada Bureau of Standards, the Grenada Development Bank, the Grenada Investment Development Corporation, the Caribbean Cultural Research and Development Institute, local beekeepers, and members of the newly formed Beekeepers Association. Veterinarian and beekeeper Kenroy participated in the meeting.
There has been a lot of challenges for beekeepers, especially with the fluctuating weather. There's a lot of loss due to mites, like the varroa mite is a big thing, so people have been losing bee population, heavy population loss. So beekeepers are struggling, just not the financial aspects of things, just to maintain the population side. So some of the policies and the things we discussed today actually look at funding opportunities, regularization, record keeping, registration, and other things that would help beekeepers in the future, even people coming into beekeepers, mentorship and training, not just financial support, but technical support, testing support.
Stakeholders discussed key issues such as hive management, pest and disease control, setting honey quality standards, and exploring new trade opportunities. Director of the Grenada Bureau of Standards, Robert Medford, emphasized the significance of crafting a unified policy for the apiculture sector.
I think in the policy it should concentrate on what quality infrastructure services will be available to support beekeepers, not only just having the standard, having the facilities to ensure that they have access to testing. There are other things such as access to financing, access to information. I think all of those will strengthen the policy. The difference it's going to make is that we need a competitive advantage. I think the policy can guide that competitive advantage, and coming from the quality field, I think quality would be the competitive advantage.
A draft of the policy is expected to be completed within the next 2.5 months, with the final version to be presented at the OECS Ministers of Agriculture meeting later this year. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
All right, the sports news after the break.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Don't call me small, I'm dreaming big, I'm gonna have it all. ACB's me, start, manage, expand. Taking on all my competition, got the whole bag's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation. Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. ACB's me. Start, manage, expand your business today.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Sporting fans, good evening. The Grenada Boys Secondary School have drawn first blood in the Ministry of Sports Quality Live Sports Junior Cricket Competition. The Tantine outfit completed a 2-wicket victory over Grenville Secondary School in their opening encounter at Pearls today. Batting first, GSS, led by Ron Charles's 24, scored 71. Bowling for GBSS, Uma Patel and Lyndon Francis grabbed 3 wickets apiece. Chasing a modest 71, it was Patel's turn to star with the bat, chipping in with 18. Ayub Sidiot had 12 runs for GBSS, reaching 75 for 2. As GBSS reached 75 for 2. The tournament will continue tomorrow with Carriacou playing Presentation Brothers College at the Roy St. John playing field. Afi Fletcher and the rest of the Windward squad will be looking to improve a 2-2 record when they play Leewards in their next outing of the regional women's T20 Blaze in St. Vincent. The ladies are riding high on confidence after holding their nerve to secure a gritty 3-wicket win over Trinidad and Tobago in a low-scoring contest last night. Chasing a modest target of 73, the Windwards recovered from a shaky start, losing their top 4 batters for just 10 runs to reach 73 for 7 in 18.2 overs. The run chase was anchored by home girl Karina Noel, who top scored with 25 from 37 balls, and wicketkeeper Anisha Fontaine, whose unbeaten 11 off 30 balls provided the calm presence required to guide her side home. Earlier, Trinidad and Tobago women struggled with the bat after being put in to bat first. Only Brittany Cooper, 20 of 46 balls, managed to provide any resistance in a laboured innings that closed at 72 for 8 from their 20 overs. The Windward Islands bowling attack was relentless, led by Selena Ross, who returned figures of 2 for 5 from her 4 overs, including 2 maidens. Zeta James 2 for 19 and Afi Fletcher 2 for 10 also played key roles in stifling the scoring, as no batter other than Cooper managed to reach double figures until late in the innings. Well, it is another moment of global recognition for West Indies captain Hayley Matthews, who has been shortlisted for the ICC Women's Player of the Month award for April, following her dominant all-round displays during the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup 2025 qualifier in Pakistan. Matthews is joined by Pakistan's Fatima Sana and Scotland's Catherine Bryce, as all 3 nominees made significant impacts for their teams in a tightly contested qualifying tournament. For Matthews, the nomination represents a chance at her 4th ICC Player of the Month crown to further solidify her status as one of the top performers in the women's game. The 27-year-old all-rounder was a standout for the Caribbean side as she led with bat and ball in what turned out to be a heart-wrenching campaign for West Indies, who narrowly missed out on World Cup qualification. She started the qualifier with a stunning unbeaten 114 and 4 for 56 in a losing effort against Scotland, and went on to top the tournament's wicket charts with 13 scalps at 15.84. Finally, in the sports news, the NBA was filled with plenty of late playoff drama on Monday evening as the Denver Nuggets and New York Knicks picked up shocking road victories in their respective Game 1s against the Oklahoma City Thunder and Boston Celtics. The Nuggets capped off a 14-point comeback with a game-winning 3-pointer from Aaron Gordon to knock off the Western Conference's #1 seeded Thunder, prevailing 121 to 119. While the Thunder enter the Western Conference semifinals riding high off an emphatic 4-game sweep of the Memphis Grizzlies. The Nuggets came into the series needing a Game 7 to beat the Los Angeles Clippers in a hard-fought contest. The Thunder are many people's favorites for the NBA title after finishing with a league best record of 68-14, while Denver has had a turbulent season, firing head coach Michael Malone a few games before the end of the regular season. Earlier in the day, the Knicks came back from 20 points down to beat the Celtics 108-105 in overtime of their opening game of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Both series will continue on Wednesday. Sports news for now. The family of 11-year-old Adriana Young, whose body was discovered in the swimming pool of the Doubleday Hotel in Guyana on April 25, has announced the postponement of her funeral, initially scheduled for Monday morning. A new date for the funeral will be announced at a later time. More in this report.
Citing the need for space and clarity, the family of 11-year-old Adriana Young, whose body was found in the swimming pool of the Doubleday Hotel on April 25, has decided to postpone the child's funeral. The funeral was scheduled to take place on Monday morning. Young's mother, Amicia Simon, said on Facebook on Monday that, quote, due to ongoing matters and our family's need for space and clarity as we grieve, we have made the painful decision to postpone Adriana's funeral today, unquote. According to Simon, a new date for the funeral of Young will be provided soon. The mother, in a statement to the press, said the decision to postpone the funeral was difficult, but the need for peace was among the key reasons. Quote, please know this was not easy, but we want to honor her with the peace, love, and the dignity she deserves, unquote. There was no confirmation whether the postponement of Young's funeral was in preparation for a second autopsy. A post-mortem conducted by 3 foreign forensic pathologists found that Young died by drowning. Since the revelation of the initial autopsy results, there have been persistent calls for foreign investigators to come to Guyana to probe the circumstances surrounding the girl's death and the discovery of her body in the swimming pool at the Doubleday Hotel Tushin, East Bank, Essequibo. Meanwhile, it has been confirmed that Dr. Dexter Todd, a certified forensic expert, is now the lead attorney in the Adriana Young's case. Following the autopsy of Young, Dr. Todd stressed that the cause of death and the manner of death are not the same and that the police must investigate the manner of death. Attorney Todd continued that, quote, for while the cause of death was medically determined, the manner of death is for legal classification. Was drowning accidental? Was the drowning a homicide? What are the circumstances surrounding how the death occurred? A toxicology report is needed. A diatom test must be done. And did the decomposition affect the accuracy of the analysis? Dr. Todd questioned. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Further afield, Israeli forces have demolished more homes in the occupied West Bank. Palestinian families in Masafer Yatta are being denied access to their land, roads, water, schools and medical services. This comes on top of near-daily violence from settlers in the area.
Winds blowing across the hills of Masafer Yatta in the occupied West Bank muffle the sound of heavy machinery demolishing Palestinian homes. With little warning and even less clarity on where they'll be able to go next. Amnesty International says the forced removal of civilians against their will constitutes a grave breach of the Geneva Conventions and amounts to a war crime. Masafar Yatta is home to more than 1,200 people in 8 villages and has faced a growing number of attacks from both the Israeli military and settlers. Oscar-winning Palestinian filmmaker Bassel Adra says people are living under the constant threat of forced displacement.
They want us to leave the area to build settlements. We are here in the open and literally we don't know where to go. We don't have even tents to stay in. They destroyed everything.
Israel has designated large parts of the area as a military training zone. Palestinians are banned from constructing any buildings here, and if they do, they're subject to demolition orders. Many families have lived in this region since before Israel's occupation of the West Bank began in 1967. Today, they find themselves surrounded by a belt of illegal Israeli settlements and are facing increasing violence and threats. Mike Lappel, Al Jazeera.
A reminder of the headlines after this. A reminder of the headlines. Grandin's resident succumbs to injuries 2 weeks after tragic road accident. 2 remanded following violent weekend incidents. Grenlec reinstates workers, ending dispute with union. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell meets with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Waiver of customs duties and value-added tax offered to businesses and people affected by Hurricane Beryl to expire next month. Also in the news, regionally, Adriana Young's family postpones funeral. Internationally, Israeli army razes homes in West Bank. Plus, in the sports news, Team GBSS makes early statement in first match of Ministry of Sports Junior Cricket competition. That's the news. Thank you for choosing the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Have a good night. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste.